Sofia was an ordinary girl with an extraordinary dream. While other children spent their free time playing games, Sofia spent hers watching cooking videos and writing recipes in a notebook. She loved everything about cooking. The colors, the smells, the creativity. One day, she hoped to become a famous chef. But there was a problem. Sofia's family was poor. She lived in a small apartment above her father's grocery shop. Money was always tight. Sometimes there wasn't enough food to practice the recipes she loved so much. Whenever Sofia walked through supermarkets, she would stop and stare at the expensive ingredients. Fresh strawberries, fine chocolate, fancy cheeses. She wished she could use them. But she knew her family couldn't afford them. Many nights, Sofia wondered if her dream was too big. Still, she refused to give up. Instead of complaining, she worked with what she had. Leftover vegetables, simple spices, basic ingredients. She practiced every chance she got. Sometimes she accidentally burned the food. Sometimes the recipes tasted terrible. And sometimes she wanted to quit. But every mistake taught her something new. So she kept going. One day, everything changed. At school, the principal made a big announcement. The city was holding a cooking competition. The winner would receive a scholarship to a famous culinary academy. Sofia's heart nearly stopped. This was the opportunity she had been waiting for. Excitedly, she signed up. But not everyone believed in her. Some contestants came from wealthy families. They had expensive equipment, private cooking lessons, professional ingredients. When they saw Sofia, some of them laughed. How is she going to compete against us? She doesn't even have proper tools. Their words hurt. But Sofia remembered why she started. She wasn't cooking to impress people. She was cooking because she loved it. So every night, while others slept, Sofia practiced. She studied recipes. She tested new techniques. She learned from every failure. Days turned into weeks. And finally, competition day arrived. The hall was filled with talented young cooks. The judges sat at a long table. Contestants prepared beautiful dishes. Some looked like they belonged in expensive restaurants. Sofia felt nervous. Her hands trembled. For a moment, she doubted herself. Then she remembered her grandmother's words. Food made with love will always have value. Instead of making something fancy, Sofia prepared a simple family recipe. A dish her grandmother had taught her years ago. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't complicated. But she poured her heart into every step. When the judges tasted it, something unexpected happened. They took another bite. Then another. The room grew quiet. The judges exchanged surprised looks. They could taste the care, the effort, the passion behind every ingredient. A week later, the students gathered for the results. Sofia stood in the crowd, her heart pounding. The judge stepped onto the stage. Then he opened the envelope. The winner is. The room fell silent. Sofia. For a moment, she couldn't believe it. Then the crowd burst into applause. Tears filled her eyes. All those late nights. All those mistakes. All those moments of doubt. They had finally paid off. After the ceremony, one of the judges approached her. He smiled and said, "Many people think success comes from money or talent. But the most important ingredient is perseverance." Years later, Sofia achieved her dream. She opened her own restaurant. People came from far away to try her food. And hanging on the wall near the entrance was her old recipe notebook. The same notebook she had filled with dreams as a little girl. Whenever she looked at it, she remembered where she started. And she smiled. Because she knew something important. Dreams don't come true because life is easy. They come true because you refuse to give up. Moral: never let your circumstances decide your future. With passion, hard work, and perseverance, even the biggest dreams can become reality.